Sienna God, hello all. Osha afternoon, good afternoon. Wado, thank you for watching. So this is day 5, part A of reading Many Lives, Many Masters, a timeless classic, the true story of a prominent psychiatrist, his young patient, and the past life therapy that changed both their lives, by Brian L. Weiss, MD. And I'm not trying to make light of this book by wearing this hat, okay? So this book is serious. It is a true story, and it's going to inspire you and make you think, right? That's the whole point. Always think and always ask questions. My son wanted me to wear it, so we do what our kids want when we're able to do that. And I told him that I would wear it for all of my videos today, so that's what I'm doing. Now that you get your laughs and your smiles out of the way, let's get down and dirty to business, right? Catherine's knowledge was not only detailed and specific, but also beyond her conscious capacity. She knew things that could not be gleaned from any book and then temporarily forgotten. Her knowledge could not have been acquired in her childhood and then similarly suppressed or repressed from consciousness. And what about the masters and their messages? This came through Catherine, but was not of Catherine. And their wisdom was also reflected in Catherine's memories of lifetimes. I knew that this information and these messages were true. I knew this not only from many years of careful study of people, their minds and brains and personalities, but I also knew this intuitively, even before the visit from my father and my son. My brain, with its years of careful scientific training, knew this, and my bones also knew. End quotes. I see pots with some type of oil in them. End quote. Despite the 3-week hiatus, Catherine had quickly lapsed into a deep trance. She was enmeshed in another body, in another time. End quotes. There are different oils in the pots. It seems to be some type of storehouse or some place where they store things. The pots are red, made out of some type of red earth. They have blue bands around them, blue bands around the top. I see men there. There are men in the cave. They're moving the jars and the pots around, stacking them up and putting them in a certain area. Their heads are shaved. They have no hair on their heads. Their skin is brown skin. Are you there? Yes, I'm sealing up some of the jars with some type of wax, sealing the top of the jars with the wax. Do you know what the oils are used for? I don't know. Do you see yourself? Look at yourself. Tell me what you look like. She paused as she observed herself. I have a braid. There's a braid in my hair. I have some type of long material garment on. It has a gold border around the outside. Do you work for these priests or the men with the shaved heads? It is my job to seal the jars with the wax. That's my job. But you don't know what the jars are used for. They appear to be used in some religious ritual, but I'm not sure what it is. There's some anointing, something on the heads, something on your heads and your hands. I see a bird, a gold bird that's around my neck. It's flat. It has a flat tail, a very flat tail, and its head is pointing down to my feet. To your feet? Yes, that's the way it must be worn. There's a black sticky substance. I don't know what it is. Where is it? It's in a marble container. They use that too, but I don't know what for. Is there anything in the cave for you to read so that you can tell me the name of the country, the place where you live, or the date? There's nothing on the walls. They're empty. I do not know the name. I progressed her in time. There's a white jar, some type of white jar. The handle on the top is gold, some type of gold inlay on it. What is in the jar? Some type of ointment. It has something to do with the passage into the other world. Are you the person to be passing now? No. It is no one I know. Is this your job too? To prepare people for this passage? No, the priests must do that, not me. We just keep them supplied with the ointments, the incense. About how old do you appear to be now? 16. Are you living with your parents? Yes, a stone house, some type of stone dwelling. It's not very large. It's very hot and dry. The climate is very hot. Go to your house. I'm there. Do you see other people around in your family? I see a brother and my mother is there and a baby, somebody's baby. Is that your baby? No. What is significant now? Go to something significant that explains your symptoms in your current lifetime. We need to understand. It is safe to experience it. Go to the events. She answered in a very soft whisper. Everything in time. I see people dying. People dying? Yes, they don't know what it is. An illness? Suddenly it dawned on me that she was again touching on an ancient lifetime. one that she had regressed to previously. In that lifetime, a waterborne plague had killed Catherine's father and one of her brothers. Catherine had also suffered from the illness, but she had not died from it. The people used garlic and other herbs to try to ward off the plague. Catherine had been upset because the dead were not being properly involved. But now we had approached that lifetime from a different angle. Does it have something to do with the water? I asked. They believe so. Many people are dying. I already knew the ending. But you don't die, not from this. No, I do not die. But you get sick, you become ill? Yes, I'm very cold, very, very cold. I need water. Water. They think it comes from the water, and something black. Someone dies. Who dies? My father dies, and one brother dies also. My mother is okay. She recovers. She's very weak. They must bury the people. They must bury them, and people are upset because it's against religious practices. What was the practice? I marveled at the consistency of her recall, fact for fact, exactly as she had recounted the lifetime several months ago. Again, this deviation from the normal burial customs greatly upset her. People were put in caves. The bodies were kept in caves. But first, the bodies had to be prepared by the priests. They must be wrapped and anointed. They were kept in caves, but the land is flooded. They say the water is bad. Don't drink the water. Is there a way of treating it? Did anything work? We were given herbs, different herbs, the odors, the herbs, and smell the odor. I can smell it. Do you recognize the smell? It's white. They hang it from the ceiling. Is it like garlic? It's hung around the properties. Similar, yes, it's properties. You put it in your mouth, your ears, your nose, everywhere. The odor was strong. It was believed to block the evil spirits from entering your body. Purple. Fruit or something, round with purple covering, purple skin to it. Do you recognize the culture that you're in? Does it seem familiar? I don't know. It's the purple of fruit of some sort. Tannis. Would that help you? Is that for the illness? It was at that time. Tannis, I repeated again, trying to see if she was talking about what we refer to as tannin or tannic acid. Is that what they call it? Tannis? I keep hearing tannis. What in this lifetime has buried itself in your current lifetime? Why do you keep coming back here? What is it that is so uncomfortable? The religion, Catherine quickly whispered. The religion of that time. It was a religion of fear. Fear. There were so many things to fear and so many gods. Do you remember the names of any gods? I see eyes. I see black. Some type of, it looks like a jackal. He's in a statue. He's a guardian of some type. I see a woman, a goddess with some type of headpiece on. Do you know her name, the goddess? Osiris. Cyrus? Something like that. I see an eye. Just an eye on a chain. It's gold. An eye? Yes. Who is Hathor? Or Hathor? Hathor. What? Hathor. Who is that? I had never heard of Hathor, although I knew that Osiris, if the pronunciation was accurate, was the brother husband of Isis, a major Egyptian deity. Hathor, I later learned, was the Egyptian goddess of love, mirth, and joy. Is it one of the gods? I asked. Hathor. There was a long pause. Bird. He is flat. A phoenix. She was silent again. Go ahead in time now to your final day in that lifetime. Go to your final day. But before you have died, tell me what you see. She answered in a very soft whisper. I see people and buildings. I see sandals. There's a rough cloth, some type of rough cloth. What happens? Go to the time of your dying now. What happens to you? You can see it. I do not see it. I don't see me anymore. Where are you? What do you see? Nothing. Just darkness. I see a light, a warm light. She had already died, already passed over the spiritual state. Apparently, she did not need to experience her actual death again. Can you come to the light? I asked. I am going. She was resting peacefully, waiting again. Can you look backward now on the lessons of that lifetime? Are you aware of them yet? No, she whispered. She continued to wait. Suddenly, she appeared alert, although her eyes remained closed, as they always did when she was in hypnotic trances. Her head was turning from side to side. What are you seeing now? What's happening? Her voice was louder. I feel someone's talking to me. What do they say? Talking about patience. One must have patience. Yes, go on. The answer came from the poet master. Patience and timing. Everything comes when it must come. A life cannot be rushed, cannot be worked on a schedule as so many people want it to be. We must accept what comes to us at a given time and not ask for more. But life is endless, so we never die. We were never really born. We just pass through different phases. There is no end. Humans have many dimensions. But time is not as we see time, but rather in lessons that are learned. There was a long pause. The poet master continued. Everything will be clear to you in time, but you must have a chance to digest the knowledge that we have given to you already. Catherine was silent. Is there more I should learn? I asked. They've gone, she softly whispered. I don't hear anybody. Chapter 9. Each week, another layer of neurotic fears and anxieties was stripped away from Catherine. Each week, she appeared a bit more serene, a bit softer and more patient. She was more confident, and people were drawn to her. Catherine felt more loving, and others gave love back to her. The inner diamond that was her true personality was shining brilliantly for all to see. Catherine's regressions spanned millennia. Each time she entered a hypnotic trance, I had no idea where the threads of her lives would emerge. From prehistoric caves to ancient Egypt to modern times, she had been there, and all of her lives had been lovingly overseen somewhere beyond time by the masters. In today's session, she emerged in the 20th century, but not as Catherine. In quotes, I see a fuselage. There we go. Fuselage. Got it. And an airstrip. Some kind of airstrip, she whispered softly. Do you know where it is? I can't see. Alsatian, Alsatian. Then more definitely, Alsatian. Alsatian? I have no idea how to say that. In France? I don't know, just Alsatian. I see the name Von Marx, and it's spelled phonetically. It says, some type of brown helmet, or is she, or, oh, hang on, I think I might, or a hat with goggles on it. The troop has been destroyed. It appears to be a very remote area. I don't think there's a town nearby. What do you see? I see buildings destroyed. I see buildings. The land is torn up from bombings. There's a very well hidden area. What are you doing? I'm helping them with the wounded. They're carrying them away. Look at yourself. Describe yourself. Look down and see what you're wearing. I have some type of jacket on. I have blonde hair. I have blue eyes. My jacket is very dirty. There are many wounded people. Excuse me. Are you trained to help with the wounded? No. Do you live there, or were you brought there? Where do you live? I don't know. About how old are you? 35. Catherine herself was 29, and she had hazel eyes, not blue. I continued the questioning. Do you have a name? Is it on the jacket? There are wings on the jacket. I'm a pilot. Some type of pilot. You fly the airplanes? Yes, I have to. Who makes you fly? I'm in service to fly. That's my job. Do you drop the bombs too? We have a gunner on the plane. There's a navigator. What kind of plane do you fly? Some type of chopper plane. It has 4 propellers. It's a fixed wing. I was amused because Catherine knew nothing about airplanes. I wondered what she would think fixed wing meant, but like the making of butter or the embalming of the deceased under hypnosis, she possessed a vast sort of knowledge. Only a vast store of knowledge, Only a fraction of this knowledge, however, was available to her everyday conscious mind. I pressed on. Do you have a family? They are not with me. Are they safe? I don't know. I'm afraid they will come back. My friends are dying. Who are you afraid will come back? The enemy. Who are they? The English, the American Armed Forces, the English. Yes. Do you remember your family? Remember it? There's too much confusion. Let's go back in the same lifetime, back to a happier time before the war. The time with your family back at home, you can see that. I know it's hard, but I want you to relax, try and remember. Catherine paused and whispered, I hear the name Eric. Eric. I see a blonde-haired child, a girl. Is that your daughter? Yes, it must be. Margot. Is she close to you? She's with me. We're on a picnic. The day is beautiful. Is anyone else there with you besides Margot? I see a woman with brown hair sitting on the grass. Is she your wife? Yes. I don't know her, she added, referring to recognition of someone in Captain's present lifetime. Do you know Margot? Look at Margot closely. Do you know her? Yes, but I'm not sure how. I knew her from somewhere. It will come to you. Look into her eyes. It's Judy, she answered. Judy was presently Catherine's best friend. There had been an instant rapport at their first meeting, and they had become true friends, implicitly trusting each other, knowing the other's thoughts and needs before they were verbalized. Judy? I repeated. Yes, Judy. She looks like her. She smiles like her. Yes, that's good. Are you happy at home, or are there problems? There are no problems. And it says long pause. Yes. Yes, it is a time of unrest. There's a problem deep in the German government, the political structure. Too many people want to move in too many directions. It will eventually tear us apart. But I must fight for my country. Do you have strong feelings for your country? I dislike war. I feel like it's wrong to kill. It is wrong to kill, but I must do my duty. Go back now, back to where you were, to the plane on the ground, and the bombings and the war. It's later. The war has started. The English and the Americans are dropping bombs near you. Go back. Do you see the plane again? Yes. Do you still have the same feelings about duty and killing and war? Yes, we will die for nothing. What? We will die for nothing, she repeated in a louder whisper. Nothing? Why for nothing? Is there no glory in it? No defense of your land or your loved ones? We will die for defending the ideas of a few people. Even though these were the leaders of your country, they can be wrong. She quickly cut me off. They are not leaders. If they were leaders, there would not be so much internal strife and government. Some people call them mad. Does this make sense to you? Power crazy? We must all be mad to be driven by them, to allow them to drive us, to kill people and to kill ourselves. Have you any friends left? Yes, there are still some alive. Are there any that you are particularly close to in your airplane crew? Are your gunner and your navigator still alive? I don't see them, but my plane wasn't destroyed. Do you fly again? In the plane? Yes. We must hurry to get the remaining aircraft off the strip before they return. Go into your plane. I don't want to go. It was as if she could negotiate with me. But you must get off the ground. It's so senseless. What kind of profession did you have before the war? Do you remember? What did Eric do? I was second in command on a small plane, some plane flying cargo. So you were a pilot then too? Yes. That took you away from home a lot. She answered very softly, wistfully, yes. Go ahead in time, I instructed, to the next flight. Can you do that? There is no next flight. Does something happen to you? Yes. Her breathing was accelerating and she was becoming agitated. She had gone ahead to the day of her death. What's happening? I'm running from the fire. My party's being torn apart by the fire. You know, I was thinking this has got to be the reason why she had issues with getting on the plane, and she had to do all that she could to like help ease herself onto the plane. But also before that, I was thinking, have you ever thought the people that you absolutely like totally clicked with, right? And you hardly, if ever, had any like disagreements or whatever? What role did you guys play in each other's past lives? Were you best friends, cousins, brothers, sisters, husbands, wives, that like a teacher that somebody like truly looked up to as a mentor that played a pivotal part in your life, right? Was it a doctor who gave a good gosh dang about you, right? In another lifetime that you could just open up to, and that person was able to fix what ailed you at the time, right? And treated you like a human being and left a lifelong impression on you that then carried over to different lifetimes because you found out, or if you ever do past regression, right? Past life regression, that you will find out that they played a pivotal role in your life throughout each lifetime, but just as a different person, right? They had a different role in it or whatever I'm trying to say. I just think that is like fascinating, and it makes complete and utter sense, because there is no way that when you are around somebody and you feel like home, but you have no idea why. You know what I mean? Like, it's that warm, fuzzy feeling, the sense of comfort, the sense of like you can not see each other for 20 years and pick up right where you left off at, you know? Or it's a stranger that you feel totally at ease with, connected to, and there's no funny business going on. You know what I mean? Oh, dang, I went over.